right, collectors, today on the channel, we are going to rank my top 10. No, top 15. Because why? Because I couldn't just make top 10. I just couldn't. Now, keep in mind that I'm not going to make it any more than the top 10. And you'll see there's something else that I want to talk about. But it had to be a top 10, a top 15. I just couldn't. Now, here's the other thing. You'll probably see some IPs from here that are omitted, and that's okay. There's not room for everybody in the top 15. There just isn't. But what I will encourage you to do is in the comments below, rank your top 15, and let me know what you think are the top 2025 characters. Now, we still have a couple of months, and I've got a big chunk of time that I'm going to take off where I can go through some of my figs that are in my gigantic pile of shame. Remember, I challenged you guys to send me pictures of your piles of shame so I can feature them on my news. You can email them to me, or you can shoot me a message on Instagram. But, it's just stuff that we just don't get to, right? We have other priorities. A lot of you collectors are grown men like me. We have other priorities in our lives, our families, our jobs, our commitment to other responsibilities, and so on and so forth. Some of those take priority over this. And so, we just sometimes don't get all the time that we want to mess around with this stuff. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to take a big old chunk of time that I'm probably going to go through, and I reserve the right to make another top 10 2025, version B that corrects some of the transgressions that are going to happen here today. So anyways, let's start off with let's just start off the bat with some controversial stuff. These guys did not make the top 15, but I think they're worth a mention. I really do think they are. Now, they didn't make the top 15 because there's a lot of controversy with these guys. Not only that, there's just a lot of feelings. There's just a lot of feelings with these. And let's just start out. Let's just get it out there. So number one, these are the two honorable mentions, and here comes how I'm going to get excoriated or destroyed in the comments. These two. Oh man, I can hear the gnashing and anger in the teeth right now. But truthfully, and we're going to talk about these two guys just real quick. I think these are honorable mentions because as figures, I'm not looking at the price. I'm not looking at the controversy about accessories. I'm not looking about the controversy about the price. I'm not looking about anything else. As action figures, regardless of the price, regardless of whatever shenanigans surround them, whether you want to admit it or not, these are good figures. They're really good. There are a couple of, I don't really have too many complaints about Spidey here. I really don't. He's super posable. I just don't have really that many complaints other than what everybody else is. The toe joints. He's got articulation in every single freaking part of his body. And he just looks great. He's got butterflies. He's got double neck joint, whatever. He's got all kinds of stuff. And I can't, he's a good figure. But this one I have a couple gripes about. And so let's just talk about it. Number one, if I had to, so here, this was a really stupid move. As a figure, he's got articulation everywhere, all the right spots, kick up, double necked, can go back, forward, got wonderful, just everything articulates, right? But here's the big problem that I have is, why did you glue this on, Hasbro? This was the stupidest, boneheadedest thing. Not only that, but the durometer that you used, it's super flimsy. This joint right here, on here, is already known for popping off. So that's a problem. That's a huge problem. Number two, for me, I had to drown. I mean, I had to literally work on this figure for at least 4 hours to not break it. So the joint here was stuck, and so was this one. And I had to drown these in shock oil to make it work, to make them start working. And this is just so bendy as well. I mean, right here. But as a figure, as he's engineered, he's really great. I have to give him. Now, if I had to rank him, Spidey would be ranked at the top. And then, of course, Deadpool. But these are good figures. If you've never had a Deadpool figure and you're really looking for a really good figure, this is a good figure to have. I also like that Deadpool figure that came out a while back that was in that retro carded look. That was a good Deadpool figure, and so was the 2-pack that came, him and his buddy, the Hydra buddy. That was a really good one for me as well. But if you want a really well-articulated figure, this is it. Make sure you have some shock oil for this. So anyways, these are my 2 honorable mentions. And I'm not looking at the controversy regarding the price. I'm just looking at figures, and he is far superior to him because of all that he can do. But this one isn't bad. Again, just have some shock oil ready. So let's move on and start the countdown. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. Now, this is a figure, and it's actually, I'm going to represent, because it's my rules, I'm going to represent an entire line of figures. And that is, I mean, I hate to do this, but at the same time, like I said, it's going to be controversial. And it's what a lot of collectors were into and what I was into for a while. Still am, maybe, depending on what they put out. And that is our friends, that's right, over at CT Toys. Boy, did they put out a bunch of stuff. Very, very iffish, right? Very, very skirting the law type of guys over there. But they showed us what was possible for $20. And some of these figures are freaking amazing, right? You had the Spiderman, you had the Wolverines, you had the Venom figures. I mean, they were doing just a great job. Unfortunately, like I said, there's some, these are knockoffs. I mean, why skirt around it? But they're very well done. So again, this is going to represent a whole side of those guys. CT Toys coming in hot with some crazy well done knockoffs. Let's keep it rolling. And this one is 100% my bias because it's my countdown. This figure represents, well, it's what I did in the Army, so that's why I like this figure, Dial Tone. You know, this is me in the Army doing my thing. So I really liked Dial Tone because he was also my pocket figure as a kid. I still have this figure. I don't know if that was for, what is it, foreboding or no, not foreboding, foretelling. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm trying to say, of what I was going to be later on in life. But yeah, beret and everything. Yep, I did wear the beret. It was a reddish color. Y'all tell me what that stands for. But anyways, that's what, yeah, Dial Tone. I really like him, and I like him, again, great G.I. Joe figure, all the regular articulation, very, very, it's stuck to the toy that we had as kids very closely. So that's why I really like him. And again, he holds a special place in my nostalgic heart. So Dial Tone. All right, that's number 14. Let me see if I can keep track. All right, and now start getting into the military type stuff. The other figure that I really, really liked, and it's kind of a basic figure with a little bit of an awesome touch to it. Some reuse in it, but boy, it looks really good. And that is from our good friends over at Valaverse, the Steel Brigade figure. Man, it just looks great. They just did a tremendous job with that vacuum chrome helmet. all the accessories that you get, the look that the character has, you know, all of the equipment. It's just, I mean, articulation in all the right spots. He just looks awesome. So for that reason, he's my number 13. So there we go. Number 13, Steel Brigade, Valaverse, the retro carded back one. All right. I still have some that haven't come apart. Remember, he was selling some of them wounded because they were coming apart. A lot of mine never came off the card. I don't know. All right. And number 12. This one didn't score higher because it has a little bit of a problem, but it is an amazing figure nonetheless. Again, once again, the Praetorian from Valaverse. It scored a little bit higher than the Steel Brigade just simply because it has so many more accessories. I mean, literally, I have to put them in. Look at these accessories. He comes with flamethrowers. He comes with, you know, freaking miniguns. You can mix and match them. There's only one problem with this figure. Articulation is not it. He can articulate like a freaking Spiderman. But the problem that I've had with him were these slots here for the miniguns. They just won't stay. I mean, you have to put, if you want them to stay, you'll have to, you know, either glue them on or, you know, put some sticky tack in there, some industrial, like the, you know, I have this black sticky tack that's industrial strength that you can put in there and it'll hold it. But I mean, you shouldn't have to do that. That's with the miniguns. The flamethrowers he has no issues with because you can slot them in here and then he can hold them from the trigger from up here. So over time, that's what happens. But yeah, he's got great articulation. He moves like crazy. And the other thing is you can swap out his parts pretty easy. So lends himself very well to customization. He's got, just like I said, tons of accessories, man. So I really appreciate that. And yeah. The Praetorian, number 15, 14, 12. Number 12. All right. Moving on. Let's move on to the next one. I hope you guys are digging the countdown. And of course, like I said, I'm not the ultimate authority on any. This is just what I like. I mean, you guys can, like I said, you guys leave me your comments in the, you know, leave me your rankings in the comments below. The other figure that I really liked this year, number 11, was this Spider-Man. I believe he's the Secret Wars Spider-Man. He's the one that came out. Much better articulation here. He can just knock out a great pose really easy. So I really like this black suit Spider-Man. Great for the price point. I wish he would have had a little bit more accessories, but I mean, still works really well. Yeah. I really dig this Spider-Man, and I mean, he's just well articulated. He's definitely not as well articulated as our Sentinel Spidey or our Maximum Spidey, but hey, he's still pretty well done. I think eventually, if the Maximum line continues to do well, I think, well, but I've got some more comments about that later. I mean, there's the green blob you don't see up here. Anyways, I liked him. Number 11. There you go. All right. Moving past that is a different entry. And I like him for the accessories. His accessories were amazing. And that is the Gomez Biker. Look at this guy. He has, what's his name? He has my boy Ratfink kind of art to him. I mean, he looks fantastic. I mean, I really like this character, the Biker Gomez guy. And not only that, the bike that he comes with, just amazing. Just amazing. Wait, did I leave the batteries in this thing? But this bike is just amazing. I really like this bike. It's the Ghost Rider bike, but done better. And he has so many accessories, he's got like a boombox, a bajillion hands, just all kinds of shenanigans with this figure. And he articulates so well. So much of it is done perfectly. It's just a super great figure. I really, really like this figure. All right, this was number 10. Number 10, right there. All right, moving on from that. Jada Toys. I know some of y'all are going to say you can't put her in there. She was 2024. Yeah, but I didn't get her until 2025. So, Cammy, for her price, for articulation, for everything. Sorry, children. Cammy is a knockout. So, I really, really dig this figure. I mean, the price point is amazing. Jada showed us what they could do. They came in swinging and gave us fantastic figures so far. You know, Blanca's great as well. So is Sega. But to me, Cammy represents, you know, one of the pinnacles of what they did right there. And they're going to keep going, I bet. So anyways, we've got, there you are, number 9 in the lineup. All right. Now we're going to get to another, one of my super favorite Joes recently. This is one of my favorite ones. And he himself was controversial. So much controversy with the release of this. It was called a silent drop when he dropped. A silent drop. No fanfare, no nothing. And for a while, he missed his order date. But he's showing up now everywhere. But not a lot of people are talking about it. And that is the Legacy Police action figure by Hasbro G.I. Joe, right? I was really hoping that they would do this one, you know, and I mean, we need police. We need police. We need soldiers. We need firemen. We need medics. We need all of those, you know, first responders and military to help defend us and keep the, you know, wolves at bay, right? So I really like this figure. I really like all the accessories that it comes with. I like the swappable heads. I like the swappable parts. I like all of the tons of accessories that it comes with. Just for me, for $35, I think this is a really good deal. That's just in my opinion. So yeah, I really dig it. And this is that was number 10, 9. I guess this is number 8, I believe. Let me find out. Hold on. Yeah, this is number, wait a minute, this is number 8. This is number 8. All right, guys, let's keep moving on to the next one, right? Let me close this up. This next one was only recently, a recent wave that I picked up, and I cannot explain to you why I like this number 7 so much. I cannot explain to you why. I simply know that he just, and I am not one to like these flamboyant colors. And when I saw it, I was just like, I love this stupid figure. And I can't articulate why I love it so much. It's just fun. And maybe that's the point, right? It's just fun. So, and that is Halloween Boy from the Operation Monster Force line. I really like this figure. It just, I don't know why I like it, but I just do. And I ordered a few more of these because I just like the look of this gremlin looking weirdo. So, I don't know. I just really like it. So, he moves in all the right places. He doesn't have as many accessories, though, as the other Monster Force figures. But, very customizable, I think. You could do some really cool things with him. So, anyways, there he is, number 7 in the lineup. Let's keep rocking and rolling. The one and only McFarlane entry into my lineup. Number 6, I believe. Let me see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. 6, 5, 4. Yeah. All right. Number 6 in the lineup. The only DC Multiverse figure. And I actually did a review on him, but I never posted it. This version of Superman. Cloth cape, all the right articulation. I wish there was a better crunch here. The iconic look. It's just, when I think of Superman, this is exactly what I think about. Just the iconic, not movie Superman. This is who I think about. I don't think about the New 52 or any of the, black suit Superman. I don't think of anything else. The first thing that pops in my mind is this version of Superman with his cape flapping in the wind. This is the look. This is the look. This is Superman to me. So for that reason, that's why he's number 6 in the lineup. All right. Moving on from that. You know I love Punisher stuff. And I was waiting for this figure for a long time. And that is the Sentinels Punisher. And I know some of y'all are, but I didn't get this one until 2025. The Punisher War Machine Sentinel figure. Now, I was introduced to these figures by Articulated Ninja. I think he did one for Black Panther, and it was amazing. Just the articulation on these guys, and they're made out of die cast. There's some die cast and some plastic on them. It's just, and plus he just moves and looks amazing. So for me, love, love, love this particular figure. I'm having a blast with it. So there you go. Moving on from that, another Joe. This might be Joe heavy, but I mean, a lot of my stuff is Joe stuff. I didn't let any of these figures never went to clearance in the DFW area because I didn't let it happen. For the longest time, whenever I would see one, I ordered a bunch online and then I bought whatever I saw on the stores. And I warned everybody that I was going to be doing it. But this figure right here is exactly what, the retro carded Viper is exactly what I was expecting. Look at that. The colors, the hands, just the iconic look, the way it pops with the red and the dark blue, looks exactly like the Vipers we had of old. Can't beat it. To me, what number is this? Number 4 in the lineup. Now we're getting to the heavy hitters. And let's see if I surprise any of you guys with it. But number 4 is this one right here. For the nostalgic, for the colors, for the accessories, just everything he comes with. He comes with so many hands. And the nostalgic value. I think they hit this one right out of the ballpark. So, yep, loved it. Loved it. Still love it. So, all right. This one is a recent release. To me, this is the greatest version of this character released so far. I know some of you guys are going to argue with me, but to me, this is the greatest version because he's the most articulated, the most well done. I think he is missing one thing, and I'll point that out in a minute. But here we go. The Gamerverse Captain America from the Venom 2-pack. Venom Captain America 2-pack. This figure, the only thing that I think it's missing is some scaling, right? If he had scaling, wow, that would be amazing. He has the crunches. He has the butterfly joints. He has the head that I like. He has the cuts in all the right places. He has boots. Well, I mean, he is freaking amazing. This cat is off the charts. It's just great. He's just freaking great. Anyways, with that, we're going to get up to our last two, but I have to take a quick break. All right, so we're down to our last two figures. Several hours later, having dinner, but let's get to it. I think you guys know what's coming up. This figure was released in 2005. However, she is very difficult to acquire. So much so that she's a very special order. So, without further ado, I happen to have a few of these ladies. The Baroness Rattler edition. Now, why do I like this particular figure? Why do I think it's, number one, she's highly detailed, highly articulable. Harley, you can very much articulate her. So she's got fantastic ability to articulate this figure. Not only that, but she comes with a ton of different hairstyles that you could put on her and looks. Just the only thing that would have made this Baroness any better was to been on the Black Widow buck. But as is, she is fantastic. All the different things that you can do with her look in this particular figure, everything about this figure is top notch. So Hasbro knocked it out of the ballpark with this figure. I love it. It's just too bad that this figure, in order to achieve it, or in order to get it, acquire it, you're going to have to find yourself a Rattler or buy it, on eBay or some other online site. So this is my number 2 figure for 2025. All right, let's move on to the top figure of 2025. This is also a female figure. And she is also now, initially, she was semi-tough to acquire. We all had a heads up. She was part of a 2-pack. I think you guys know what I'm talking about right now. We've been begging for a redo of this figure for a long time, and we've been begging them to do it right. And finally, they did it right, and they used the buck that they were supposed to. Without further ado, the Gamerverse Psylocke. This figure is absolute gold. They did this figure 1,000% right. They used the Black Widow buck. They gave her a ton of articulation. They gave her 2 different looks, different hands. She can strike all the poses. She has all the articulation that we can ever need. Just a fantastic figure. To me, she is the top figure of 2025. Butterfly joints. It's just incredible. They did a great job with this figure. It's absolutely fantastic. Was it worth the price point? Was it worth them? No, I would have liked for them to just release this figure as a single, but I mean, Hasbro's not an idiot. They're going to get us. They're going to get us that Thanos. I think I sold at the Metroplex that came with her for like $5. I was just trying to get that dumb piece of plastic off my table, but this was what I was after, and this was many of you guys are after, right? This particular version of maybe. So the only reason to me that she outdoes the Baroness is because I've waited for this. Number 1, the buck. Number 2, we've waited for this figure for so long. This particular one, I mean, this done just right. So, all right, guys, did your particular list match up to mine? How did you do? Was I close? Was I different than yours? Do you think I'm way off the mark? I don't know. You guys tell me. But then again, you guys know what kind of stuff I collect. So that's the area wherein you would see most of my collection picks come from. Now, that doesn't mean that, like I said, I've got a lot of time between now and the end of 2025 and a lot of time off. I think I got about nearly a month of time off between now and I mean, I've literally got like a month off. Starting starting right around Thanksgiving, I'm going to be off a lot. And so, this list might change. And if it does change substantially, I'll put in a new updated list out there for you guys to enjoy once again. And keep tuning in. I think I've got some ideas for some other lists just to round up the year, to round off the year and talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, what's exciting, what's not exciting, so on and so forth. Don't forget a little bit of a housekeeping item. Today was the last day, November 12th, to sign up for the giveaway. So if you haven't done so, go over there to that video. Don't go to this video. Go over to that video. I'll put a link in the description. I'll put a link at the end of this video, so you can just click on it and go over there and follow the instructions. It's not hard. It's not hard. All you got to do is subscribe and leave a comment on that video, not this one. And, I'll pick a winner tomorrow. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to leave your list in the comments, or why I'm so off and why I'm so wrong and why everything I do is incorrect. You won't hurt my feelings. You won't. But or maybe you guys agree with it. I don't know. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. If you're enjoying my shenanigans, if you're enjoying the hunts, the reviews, the news, why not like? Why not subscribe? So worst that could happen. You can meet me at the Metroplex show and grab yourself a deal, a steal, or a sticker, or you can take part in a giveaway. So special thanks to the members. Their input, generosity, and guidance allow me to bring you guys better content. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching my shenanigans, I'll keep rolling this out.